At the Broncos team hotel in Baltimore, pleased to be joined by Hall of Famer James Lofton. James, you just had a chance to catch up with Case Keenum a little bit. What have your impressions been of him through 2 weeks?
Well, it's funny because I was at his second start when he was with the Houston Texans. So watching him back then, knowing of him coming out of the University of Houston, a guy throws for over 5,000 yards 3 times during the course of his college career. He can throw the ball, and that's been evident. When you're not 6'4", all of a sudden people peck away at things that you can't do. But I think now people realize there are a lot of things that he can do.
What do you think it means for him to be the guy somewhere? He doesn't have to battle for a spot, but he's the guy. He can show his leadership skills too.
Well, I think all you have to do is ask Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. They're happy that he's the guy and that he's here. And the passing game looks pretty good so far.
A guy like DT, being an older wide receiver, had struggled with a couple of drops last week. What would you tell him, wide receiver to wide receiver?
Well, I remember when I was coaching my guys, and I had a little drill, point in pocket. You look at the point of the ball, see it all the way into the pocket. Demaryius Thomas has set the bar so high. When you go back 4 or 5 years ago, he was like Superman in this league. So we don't expect him to be affected by a little kryptonite and a couple of drop balls. And I would expect him to play better and better as the year goes on.
Does that happen just to wide receivers as they get a little bit further along in their career too?
I don't know about getting further along in his career. He's only in his 9th year. So that's still relatively young. Both of the guys are in their 9th year. So it's only an issue because people talk about it. You talk about turning 30, getting to your 10th year, getting, in the league, but those aren't big deals.
Not everybody plays 16 years, right?
I couldn't find any other work.
James, I know you're a Hall of Fame voter too. Broncos owner Pat Bowlen, yes. He was nominated by the Contributors Committee to be a finalist this year. What do you think his lasting legacy is in this league?
I just think that it's that commitment to your team, to your city. I had a chance to meet he and Annabelle very early in his ownership of the Broncos, and just taken by him. Everybody who's been around him, you know that he has that personality. You know that he cares. He looks guys in the eyes, and he probably cared more about them off the field than on the field.
Very true. James, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.